Asterisk imagine this. A secret report gathers dust for over 2 years, hidden from the very people who demanded it, while journalists get the scoop first. Then, boom, it drops like a bomb in the Senate, and suddenly everyone's asking the same brutal question: who really runs this country? Asterisk listen up, because what happened on that December morning wasn't just another boring estimates hearing. It was a raw, unfiltered glimpse into how power really works in Canberra. A government that promised to clean up the old jobs for mates mess ends up sitting on its own damning report for 28 months. And when they finally let it loose, they hand it to reporters under strict embargo the day before, while senators, the ones who ordered it multiple times, are left scrambling to read it hours later, right before grilling officials. This isn't about politics as usual. This is about trust. Real, gut-level trust. Australians are already fed up, skyrocketing bills, endless cost of living pain, and a feeling that the system is rigged for the insiders. Then comes this, the Briggs report, commissioned back in 2023 to expose cronyism in government board appointments. Lionel Briggs, former top public servant, lays it bare: opaque processes, political favors, appointments that look like straight-up patronage. Up to half of some boards filled by direct ministerial picks, no real merit check, no transparency. It's the kind of thing that makes you wonder, are these boards serving the public or just rewarding loyalty? Senator James Paterson didn't hold back. He drilled Minister Katy Gallagher point by point. Why give it to journalists yesterday? Why not the Senate first, as ordered? Why the embargo, the no third-party comments rule? Gallagher kept repeating the same line. I've complied with the Senate order. But the facts screamed otherwise. The report was ready in August 2023, 2 full years of discussions, finalizing frameworks, cross-portfolio talks. 2 years while the public waited, while trust eroded further, and the excuses? They sounded polished, but they crumbled under basic logic. It was complex. Really? Board appointments? This isn't quantum physics. It's about picking people who can actually do the job, not mates who owe you a favor. Briggs herself called it out. The system fails to deliver the best people, erodes confidence, and lets nepotism creep in like a slow poison, Gallagher defended. The new framework they released alongside the report, stronger principles, more diversity, merit focus, good on paper, sure. But it's not law, it's voluntary. Ministers can still pick whoever they want, no real teeth, no bans on pre-election. Stacks or cooling-off periods for staffers. Briggs wanted real safeguards, independent panels, time limits on political appointments. Labor said no. They kept the power exactly where it is. In the minister's hands, the exchange felt electric because it wasn't scripted drama. It was real frustration. Paterson pressed on timelines. When did the public service start advising? When was the first written brief? Officials dodged, took dates on notice, mentioned cabinet confidentiality. Gallagher insisted she'd been briefed, engaged, worked on it. But the clock doesn't lie. August 2023 to December 2025. That's not deliberation. That's delay. And the media? They had it early. Stories ready at 7 a.m. while senators were still opening PDFs. That's not transparency. That's managing the narrative. Drop it to friendly outlets, control the first spin, let the outrage build slowly. Meanwhile, the people who are supposed to hold power accountable, the elected representatives, get it last. This moment stripped everything bare. No grand speeches, no yelling. Just cold facts, dates, orders ignored, excuses tested and found wanting. It echoed what so many feel every day, that the game is fixed. Politicians promise change, then protect the system that benefits them. Integrity sounds great on the campaign trail, but when push comes to shove, convenience wins. Outside the chamber, people aren't shocked. They're exhausted. They see headlines about board appointments going to ex-staffers, former pollies, donors. They see public money wasted, decisions made behind closed doors. And they wonder, if this is how they handle a procedural review, what else are they hiding? The Briggs report finally shines a light, but the real revelation isn't in its pages. It's in the handling. A government that campaigned on ending cronyism ends up defending the very culture it promised to dismantle. They adopt some recommendations. Great. But reject the tough ones? That says everything. What's left is a simple truth. When documents ordered by Parliament land in newsrooms first, something fundamental breaks. Transparency delayed is accountability denied. And when the people who watch from living rooms, from regional towns, from jobs where deadlines actually matter, when they see this, they don't just shake their heads. They lose faith. This wasn't a win for anyone. Not the government, who look evasive. Not the opposition, who get to score points. Not the public servants caught in the middle, trying to answer without stepping on toes. The only winner is the truth, cold, uncomfortable, and now impossible to ignore. So here we are. A report that could have rebuilt trust sits released. But the questions linger louder than ever. Why the 2-year wait? Why the selective leaks? Why the half measures? And most importantly, who gets to see the truth first? The people who pay the bills or the insiders who write them? That's the real scandal, not the report itself, but what it exposed about how power protects itself. And until that changes, the pub test will keep failing. Because deep down, we all know, when the system bends for convenience, it's not serving us. It's serving itself. We've seen the machinery grind. Now we need to decide if we're okay with it staying broken.